The last week of December 2025, wow, it was absolutely packed with major events. From December 22nd to the 26th, headlines all over the world were just dominated by these huge shifts in politics, science, and culture. So let's break down the biggest stories you might have missed while you were enjoying the holidays.
So what were the stories that really got everyone talking? We're going to cover the whole spectrum, from high-stakes diplomacy and blockbuster movies to, well, mind-bending scientific breakthroughs and some absolutely record-shattering moments in sports.
Okay, first up, let's look at the global stage. We saw some huge moves in international diplomacy and some pretty big power shifts that could, honestly, reshape the whole political map.
Three places really tell the story of the week. You've got Florida, where peace talks were on the table; Venezuela, which is feeling the heat of a global oil war; and Bangladesh, which is watching a potentially historic political comeback unfold.
So this is a big one. In a major diplomatic push, negotiators met up in Florida with a really ambitious goal: ending the war in Ukraine. These talks, which are being driven by the Trump administration, are reportedly looking at some major concessions. One of them is the possibility of Ukraine agreeing to a demilitarized zone just to get a ceasefire. This could be a really pivotal moment in this long conflict.
The key word you need to pay attention to here is quarantine. Now, this isn't just about sanctions. This implies something way more active, like a military-enforced blockade to stop Venezuelan oil shipments. This move seriously escalates the economic pressure on Caracas, and it really pours fuel on this global oil war. It carries some serious diplomatic and military weight for sure.
And while that was happening, over in Bangladesh, we're seeing what could be a political earthquake. After being in exile for nearly 2 decades, Tariq Rashman, the acting chairman of the BNP party, is back. His return immediately positions him as a top contender for prime minister, and, that could totally reshape the country's political future.
All right, let's shift gears from heavy politics to pop culture. The holiday week was also just filled with blockbusters, streaming hits, and those viral moments that we all couldn't stop talking about.
No surprise here, James Cameron's Avatar: Fire and Ash made a massive splash in India, joining that exclusive 100 crore club. I mean, hitting that huge milestone in just its first week, that's a pretty remarkable achievement, especially when you think about the tough competition from all the great local blockbusters.
Okay, fans all over the globe basically lost their minds on December 26th. And why? Because the final chapter of Stranger Things is officially here. The premiere of Volume 2 of the final season. I mean, it's the beginning of the end for a show that's really defined a whole generation of streaming. In a week that was packed with huge premieres, it was actually a single photo that totally captured the internet's heart. Designer Manish Malhotra shared a picture of the icon Rekha, who is 71 by the way, in this absolutely stunning red sari, and it just went viral instantly. It was just this powerful, beautiful reminder that true style is absolutely timeless.
Okay, let's turn our attention now to the future. This week brought some truly groundbreaking stuff in science and tech. Innovations that could literally reshape our world, from super advanced AI to changing the fundamental nature of computing itself.
Get ready to hear this term a lot: agentic AI. This is a huge leap. We're not just talking about an AI that follows commands anymore. This is an AI that can independently go after complex goals. So think of an AI that can manage an entire supply chain on its own, not just track a single package. To explore this safely, the UK, working with NVIDIA, has launched an AI sandbox so companies can test these systems out in a really controlled way.
So from artificial intelligence, we're now going to jump to a breakthrough in fundamental physics, a world-first achievement that scientists have literally been chasing for decades. Okay, get this, because this is the really crucial point. For the very first time ever, scientists have created a quantum bit. That's the basic building block of a quantum computer, using antimatter. This is a monumental achievement. By using the unique properties of antimatter, this breakthrough could lead to quantum computers that are just exponentially more powerful and secure than anything we can even imagine today. It could completely redefine the future of computing.
Speaking of mind-blowing numbers, from the subatomic to the astronomical, let's talk about SpaceX. After a year of just record-breaking launches, reports are starting to surface that the company is gearing up for an IPO in 2026. And the potential valuation, a staggering $1 trillion.
And we're going to finish this weekly whirlwind on a super high-energy note. Let's head over to the cricket pitch, where a couple of huge records didn't just get broken, they were absolutely demolished.
So 2 major records fell this week, with 2 Indian cricketers dethroning absolute legends of the sport. First up,
You have Virat Kohli surpassing the iconic Sachin Tendulkar to become the fastest player to hit 16,000 List A runs. And then, the young Vaibhav Suryavanshi broke the record for the fastest 150, a record that was held by the phenomenal A.B. de Villiers.
And the pace Vaibhav Suryavanshi set was just astonishing. He reached his 150 in only 59 balls. Just think about that. That is an unbelievable speed, and it completely smashed the previous record for the fastest 150 in List A cricket.
So yeah, it was truly a trifecta of victories for Indian cricket. You've got Kohli's historic run milestone, Suryavanshi's incredible speed record, and then, to top it all off, the Indian women's team locked in a dominant T20 International Series win against Sri Lanka. Just a phenomenal week for the sport.
So, from peace talks and quantum leaps to viral moments and broken records, this one single week has set the stage for some huge stories to unfold. And it leaves us with a pretty interesting question, right? Which one of these developments is going to be the one that defines the year ahead? What are we all going to be talking about this time next year?